Why are you sitting here in the dark? Did you watch the match? I wish I was here to see it live. Baba? What's wrong?
I am wrong. I am a fool. So I have been the stupidest father on this earth.
Just take it easy. Tell me what happened.
I tried to say sorry to Abhay, but because of the argument last night.
But that's good. So, what happened?
I wanted to tell him, that how I felt about him. But then, as usual, I started speaking all that bakwas like a stupid fool.
You argued with him.
See, Aakash, I'm not a writer like you. I cannot speak all those fancy languages. Actually, I wanted to tell him that all the mistakes that I've made in my life, that it was not his fault, it was all my fault, that I was not angry with him, I was angry with myself my whole life. Shit. What sort of a father am I? What sort of a father?
Just stop it, Baba. Stop torturing yourself.
I'm a fool.
Stop it, Baba. Do you think calling yourself a fool is going to help? Do you think beating yourself like this is going to help Abhay or me understand you better? When are you going to stop wallowing in your misery and self-pity and just forget the past?
You are telling me to forget the past?
Yes, because nothing we can ever do or say is going to change the past. If we are going to waste our time talking about it and thinking about it, we are going to destroy the life we have now. Don't you see? We've been given a second chance. A chance to have a new life, to be a family again, as best as we can. And it's tough enough as it is, without you weakening and slipping into these depressions.
Yes.
Just be yourself. Don't try to change to suit Abhay or me. Just be yourself. That's all we can expect. And that is all we want.
That's all?
When you speak to him next, just tell him whatever you feel. Whatever you feel for him, speak from your heart, not from your head. And he will understand.
He will never talk to me again.
He will talk to you. I will make sure he does. Just make sure you get ready to tell him everything.
Can you do it?
I will. Because unless you and Abhay reconcile your differences, our family is never going to be a family. Hello, Geetaji. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine.
Will you have some tea or something?
No, it's okay. I've just come to talk to Barsha.
You mean you don't know?
What?
She's not there, she's gone.
Gone? What do you mean?
She's gone out to Bombay.
But I spoke to her last night.
She went this morning.
Where's she gone?
I have no idea. In fact, when I got up in the morning, she was all packed and ready to leave, and she just said bye and left.
She must have said something.
Well, she just wouldn't say anything. She just said that she wanted to get away and she'd give me a call and all that kind of thing, and just rushed off.
What about Shankar?
She's taken him, of course.
I know where she's gone. She's gone back to that village.
That's not possible. The reason she left is because Shankar's parents were hounding her for more money.
Yes, I know that. She was very upset.
Yeah, but obviously she's not gone there.
Where do you think she's gone? Did she take a flight? A train?
No, she left by car, so she must be within driving distance.
But where? She didn't tell me anything.
I don't think she wanted to tell anybody anything. She just took off. In fact, Aakash, if I hadn't woken up so early, she would just have left without even saying goodbye to me.
Did she tell you when she was coming back?
No, she said she'd call me. She didn't even give me a chance to ask her a question. She just rushed off.
This is crazy.
Aakash, I hate to say this, but I think ever since her father's demise, Vashu's never quite been the same. And after this Shankar's episode, I wonder if I haven't made a mistake by not admitting her to that clinic for psychiatric treatment. I don't know, she's become completely unstable and mentally and emotionally. Oh, God, I don't know where she's gone. I don't know what she's going to do next.
Ah, Chand. So tell me, how many do you want me to sign today? 100? 200?
There's something I have to bring to your notice.
What is it?
I know you're going to think I'm criticizing him again. I still don't like him, though I thought you should know, assuming you don't know already. It's about Mathur.
What about him?
I happen to be looking through some of his bank statements.
You just happen to be looking through some of his bank statements. Okay, what about them?
As you can see, he's made some very large withdrawals.
Yes, I can see. Someone's marked them extremely prominently.
That was me.
Yes, I know it was you. So what about these bank statements?
Don't you think it's strange? These are very large amounts.
No, I don't find anything unusual about them.
And then there are these payments to some DSSH.
Yeah, what's that?
That's just it. I don't know.
Must be some acronym for some charity or the other.
Doesn't match anything. I checked.
You've been doing a lot of checking, huh?
I've been looking around.
Chand, the private investigator.
What do you think of these entries?
Nothing.
Nothing. Isn't it strange? These are very large amounts. He's practically cleared out the accounts.
What do you think of these entries? Tell me.
That would be speculation.
Aha. Once a trial lawyer, always a trial lawyer, huh?
Anyway, that's besides the point. He shouldn't have made these withdrawals without consulting you first.
Why not? He's in sole charge of these accounts.
Yeah, but
But what?
I don't know. Just don't trust this man.
That's a very unlawyer-like thing for you to say, Chand.
Just don't trust this man.
Look, don't worry about it. I'm going to be speaking to Ashok. He's going to have to tell me about this sometime or the other. I'll find out what's really going on. But thanks. Thanks for bringing it to my notice. Please.
But Pawan, I am very suspicious. Why are you people feeding me dinner and all tonight? There must be some reason. Then
Well, we've decided to fatten you up because of all the weight you've lost in hospital.
Arey nari Baba. On the contrary, the doctor says that I must watch my diet.
That's because you've been throwing your weight around so much.
Look, make up your mind first. You would like to fatten me or thin me down?
Look, whatever it is, Bashuda, that you want to do, as long as you eat with us, I'm happy.
Okay.
Isha.
Pawan just thought that we should have a meal together. It's got something to do with his father.
Yes, actually, it does. My father used to always say that a family that eats together stays together. And he and I never really sat on a table together and ate. And I feel that now the least I can do is eat with whatever family I have.
Pawan, that's lovely. Wonderful gesture. Muthu, you are very lucky. You have got a 24-carat husband.
And now all I need is a pendant so I can hang him around my neck.
Oh, God. Enough of these sick jokes. Let's just get down to eating.
Pawan, there is something I would like to discuss with you.
Certainly.
It's about your friend, Ashok Mathur.
Please, if you're going to discuss him, I'm going to get indigestion.
Go on, Bashuda, go on.
See, of course, you must be knowing that he has not sanctioned so many funds and loans as he was supposed to.
He hasn't?
No,
That's not possible.
but it is so. Many people whom you have agreed to help with money are not being paid only because Ashok Mathur says he doesn't have any funds.
He doesn't have any funds?
That's exactly what he said.
Wasn't Chan just telling you that Mathur's accounts are all overdrawn?
That's right. And that was the money that had been earmarked for the disbursements. Are you absolutely sure about this, Bashada?
100%, Pawan. And I was under the impression that you must be knowing all these things already. That's why I haven't told you anything before.
This is very strange. I'll talk to Ashok about it.
Pawan, the main thing is this. If this Ashok Mathur is withdrawing money from the bank and not giving it to our people, then what exactly is he doing with the money?
That's a good question.
Ashok, come. I've been waiting for you.
God, this traffic, they should do something about it. Either widen the roads or get done away with these cars. In any case, this city's dying its own exhaust.
Come, sit down.
So what's the problem? You sounded quite disturbed on the phone.
Yes, actually, I've had some fairly disturbing news, which is why I thought I'd talk to you first before I draw my own conclusions.
It's not about my nomination, is it?
No, it's not about your nomination. Actually, it's about the Dokhineshwar accounts. You still are in charge of their disbursement, aren't you?
Of course.
Right. Okay, I'm going to be saying a few things right now that I haven't yet formed in my head, Ashok. So please, if I use the wrong phrase or something, don't be offended.
Go on, Pawan, it's all right.
Now, if you remember, I put you in charge of those accounts directly because I wanted to avoid all the red tapeism that goes with disbursement of monies like this.
Yeah, and that's why I've been able to function so smoothly without having a committee breathing down my neck.
Exactly. And your brief was to disperse these loans to the needy people of Dokhineshwar, especially the ones who suffered under Ghosh and his goons.
Yeah, Pawan, that's exactly what I've been doing.
Are you sure? Are you sure you haven't been too busy campaigning?
Pawan, if that was the case, believe me, I would come to you personally and ask you to relieve me of my responsibilities. I mean, I understand this is an important position, and that's why I volunteered for it.
And the reason I appointed you was because I thought you were canny enough to discern between people who are asking for easy handouts and the genuine cases.
So, what's the problem?
Well, there have been numerous complaints, Ashok. Complaints that the monies, in fact, have not been going to the needy parties in Dokhineshwar. They have been kept waiting for weeks.
I see, and who are these people who've complained to you?
That's not relevant. What's relevant is that the people in Dokhineshwar are not getting these funds. I mean, what's happened to Mohan Rakesh's loan? What about Subodh Ganguly's medical expenses? Why are these people waiting for weeks and weeks, Ashok? Now, if you can't handle it, if it's too much for you, I'll put somebody else on the job. But what I can't handle is that the money is available, but it's not reaching the right people at the right time.
Wait a minute. Are you accusing me of neglecting my responsibilities?
I am asking you if you are. All I know is that large amounts of money have been transferred or withdrawn from the Dokhineshwar accounts and been sent to another account that I've never heard of in my life. And I find that very disturbing. I just want you to explain that to me.
Let me tell you something, Pawan. The last thing I want to do in my life is sit in some remote township in the outskirts of Calcutta dispersing loans. But once I took the job, I decided to do the best it would be done. And I'm not going to sit around and be accused of petty theft.
Ashok, I'm not accusing you. I am just asking for an explanation.
Well, if you need to know, the funds went to Debashish Sarkar School for the Handicapped.
Debashish Sarkar's School for the Handicapped. DSSH. That's exactly the name of the account to which this money has been transferred to.
Exactly. Now, if you recall, Pawan, you had discussed how you wanted to expand this movement beyond Dokhineshwar. In fact, you set aside a certain amount of money which I could utilize for this movement.
Yeah.
Now, you were out of the country, and you gave me complete authority to function in your absence without having to check with you on a day-to-day basis.
I didn't even know this school existed, Ashok.
It was supposed to be a surprise. In fact, I'm planning to have the inauguration in a few days, and I was planning to have you come for the opening and have the media, the press, and the Jing Bang. And if you don't believe that, you can check for yourself.
Ashok. Why didn't you tell me?
Because I thought you trusted me. And as far as those people are concerned who still haven't received the money, I think you should check with your trusty right-hand man, Mr. Chand, who's been delaying the transfer of funds under the pretext that it needs your approval. And this has been going on for several weeks. Now, I did not want to bother you with this information, but now that you brought it up, here it is.
But John hasn't said a word about this.
Because he'd rather be complaining than informing you.
I'll speak to Chand first thing tomorrow morning.
So tell me, Pawan, it was Chand who complained about me stealing funds, right?
Nobody complained about you stealing anything.
But it was Chand who brought it up.
Look, all Chand did was attract my attention to the fact that large amounts of money were missing from these accounts. I naturally thought that you'd made some loans or donations.
All of it went into the school. And if you don't believe me, I can account for every single penny. If it's the sculptor's fee for the magnificent statue we're building for your father, or Bayan Mukherjee's artistic expressions of Dokaneshwar, which I had commissioned for the hallways, every penny went into that.
There's no need to do that. There's been a complete misunderstanding, okay? I'll speak to Bashuda about this.
Bashuda?
Yes. Oh, and one more thing. I will definitely make sure additional funds arrive into those accounts tomorrow so you can make your loans and your donations. And look, don't hold this against Chand and Bashuda. They're only doing their job, Ashok.
Of course, I understand. If I was in the position, I'd probably do the same.
Exactly. Well done.
And this? This too. And this.
Chand, you're gonna make us miss our plane.
I wish I could. There's 100 things left I want to discuss with him.
Please, Chand, you can do all of that stuff without me around.
Well, he'll have to because I'm not letting you out of my sight this time.
Is that what you want? Do you want me to leave and just keep my hand behind so I can keep signing like a moron?
He'd like to keep all of you here.
Well, since he can't, we may as well leave now. Cholo, Baba. Kete puri. Acha, look. The bags are in the car.
Yes.
Have you got the tickets?
Pawan,
Oh, Chand, what is it? At this rate, you're going to follow me onto the runway.
I'm just worried about Mathur.
What? I thought we cleared that up.
It's not about the bank problem.
Then what is it?
I don't know. I just have this feeling that as soon as you leave the country, he's going to be up to something.
You have too many feelings, Chand. Next, you're going to say you have hunches, you have intuition, you have sixth sense. Relax.
Don't know. I just don't trust this man. He's bad news.
Look, why don't you just take the day off? Why don't you go out with your girlfriend? Do you have a girlfriend? See, I don't even know whether he has a girlfriend or not. Go out with your girlfriend, have a nice meal somewhere, relax under the stars, and don't worry about Ashok. The only place he's going up is probably up a flight of stairs, and I doubt that.
But Pawan,
What? Look, goodbye, and take care. Oh, no, don't take too much of care. Bye.
Yeah, do one thing, Chichi. Speak to Bhaskar and get an estimation of the campaign expenditure. Yeah. Oh, come on, Chichi. You are much more persuasive than I am. You know that. You know, if I wasn't already married, I'd propose to you right now. Listen, I'll speak to you later, okay? Yeah. Well, tell me, Basu, what brings you here?
So, you are looking quite comfortable here, I see.
Yeah, just taking care of business while Pawan is away. Isn't that what you're supposed to do as well?
I don't use his house, his office, his people for my own career building, right?
Tell me, Basu, did you have any business or were you just passing by?
No, I have some business. I want to talk with you.
Well, then you've definitely taken the wrong time because I'm very busy right now.
Hey, you listen to me. I know exactly what you are doing. You are trying to stand on Pawan's shoulders and climb back into politics, right?
For your kind information, Basu, the Mouthfuls have been in politics much before Pawan was even born. And I think my success in Dokaneshwar speaks for itself.
You came to Dokaneshwar only because your career in Delhi is totally finished. This was your last hope. And without Pawan's name, you would have been just nothing.
I think you overestimate Pawan and definitely underestimate me.
And now, you are trying to use his good name to make yourself a career in Bangla politics too. You are exploiting his name. You are exploiting all of us in Dokaneshwar.
Listen, old man. I don't have the time or the inclination to listen to your frustrated old fantasies. So why don't you just leave?
No, you will not succeed in this. I'll make Pawan see through your trickery.
So why don't you just go and speak to Pawan and stop boring me?
I am warning you. Stop this exploitation.
Really, Basu, coming from you, exploitation sounds very funny. It was very convenient of you to use your daughter as a bait to get Pawan Sarkar back in Tokaneshwar. You used her charm to get complete control over him. After all, much as they can. And I'm sure he's going to speak to you as well.
No. That can't be. No.
What's the matter, Basu? You, forgot his number?
No. It's not possible. No.
One mouthful of sky. So let's make a start.